been said, by the power of Grayskull.
The latest anti-pursuit technology, the Spike Strip. Based on SCPD technology, the system releases a lethal spiked strip from the rear of your car. If another vehicle drives over the strip, they will be damaged and temporarily immobilized. Use the moment well and make your move. Your vehicle can
Hello, this is just a quick review for Need for Speed Hot Pursuit Remastered from the PS5. It's the free game this month on PlayStation Plus, like Essentials. I've played other Need for Speed games in the past. In fact, I've played nearly all of them. And this one goes back to the original Need for Speed, if anyone's played that on the PS2. Or like those earlier games, not the original, but the earliest games that came out in the Need for Speed series. And it goes back to the original roots, where you're just in big open roads, like long stretching roads, and you're getting chased by the police. I mean, I know the game's called Hot Pursuit, but in most of the Need for Speed games that you do get elements of police chases. Some you don't, some you do. And this one is basically like a harken back to the original days, which is good. I mean, I like it because I played the original, so I can, reminisce playing this. Whereas people who are used to like Most Wanted or that kind of thing, where you're putting body kits on and you're like doing your cars up to a street race, and you're doing like drag races or drifting and stuff like that. So far, I mean, I've only played this for about an hour and a half, I think, or 2 hours. It just seems to be like races like this where you're just boosting. You do get like a radio jammer, an EMP blast. At the beginning of this video, you see I unlocked me spike strip. So there is a few like little weapons or buffs that you do get to unlock like throughout the story mode, but it's nothing compared to like some of the old some of the recent Need for Speed games, where you've got to have a reputation and you earn money by doing street races on a night time, and then during the day, and then on a night you've got to do the illegal races and you get chased off the police. You've got to have notoriety and all that bollocks. So they've scrapped that completely, and they've just went back to the good old-fashioned, you've got to run away from the police, and that's it. It's called Hot Pursuit. So, I mean, I do like it. It's a bit different to what I was expecting, because I can't remember even playing this. I know this is a remastered version, but I can't remember even playing this when it first came out, Hot Pursuit. So, but so far there's like the average cars are there. What I don't like about it, I mean, which I haven't been able to suss out yet, but which I don't really like about it, is when you come to do your liveries, because you've got the option to design your own liveries. I can't find the community creations. So, like a lot of the cars, like the Mitsubishi Evo, Lancer, and stuff like that, like there'll be loads of created liveries by other people, the proper rally liveries and the racing liveries for all the cars on the game, and you could just download that. But instead, if you want a livery, you've got to make it yourself like this, and you get sufficient options, lots of different variety of things to stick on. You can do some amazing designs. I was just faffing about with this just to see how it worked. You can put stuff on the windscreen, you can put stuff on the bumpers and stuff like that. Like, so every body panel you can put something on. But like I said, it's a shame that they haven't taken it so it's like community creations, because it saves a lot of time. You can just flick through other people's creations or and download them, or you can just create your own and then upload them so other people can use them, So I don't see the point. Now I know that I can't share these community creations, or I can't download any. I don't see the point in even doing these decals. It takes up a lot of time, and every time you want to pick a new car, you can't even like just pick this original, like say this Gambit thing that I'm creating now. See, I wanted to stick this on a different car, I would have to design it again. I don't think you can just go onto saved liveries and then pick it. I think it's only for the car. So if I pick this car again, I could use the livery. But if I wanted to create a new one, I could. But I can't pick like a Mitsubishi and then pick this livery. Do you know what I mean? So there's just shit like that which I don't like. But maybe because it's a remastered edition, it's obviously an older game that they've just remastered. So it just probably wasn't a part of the game back then. You know, the online community probably wasn't a thing back then. Even though you can play online against other races, they just don't have it in the old creation suite, which is a bit shit. But the game on whole, if you're just looking for a decent racing game, that's not too hard. I mean, it's I've only had to restart the race once because I kept crashing. I wasn't used to the buttons. It's one of those games where the longer as you're turning full acceleration and you're going around a bend, if you tap square, you'll stick it into square. If you tap square's your handbrake, but if you tap L2 like your brake, then you'll knock it into a slide, and the more brake you put on it, obviously the more tighter the angle that you slide on. But you do lose momentum in time, just like real life when you're sliding, so other cars will just overtake you if they're not far behind, and you're like sliding, they'll just overtake because they're not sliding. But in order to replenish your boost, you need to be in somebody's slipstream, or you need to drive on the opposite side of the road, or you need to drift or something like that, and it'll put your boost back up and then you can boost away. But the buttons are simple. The idea of the game's quite simple. You're just escaping the police, going from one point to another. You unlock cars as you go. It's very basic, but it's good for just playing when you've got nothing else to do, and it's free, so you can't really complain. So if you like Need for Speed and you've never played Hot Pursuit, then you may as well go and download it. Like I said, it's free this month. So yeah, that's it. See you later.